Yo, what's good, everybody? Happy holidays, happy Turkey Day, happy
Let's
Thanksgiving,
go.
whatever
Happy
y'all want to call
Thanksgiving.
it. Happy holiday. We here. Got Soy,
We
you got
here.
Vita, you got Polly. We got Deuce in the building. We don't get Deuce
Deuce,
on here
let's
too
go.
often. We got Deuce in the building. He might be frozen. Either he frozen or he just got a stoic. Oh no, he not frozen. He just got that
Okay.
look. He got that look. He got that look. He eyeballing the food to see if it's ready yet. Yes, sir. Welcome, man.
Let's
Welcome.
go.
We'll probably you guys might get a cameo of Buff Cepha, maybe. We'll see. Maybe we'll be joined by Tua.
Which
You never know. He sleep, and the man was up on a couple hour drive from what, Virginia to Florida.
yeah.
Y'all out there traveling.
Yeah.
Vita over
Too
there
far.
cooking. He's taking a quick break from cooking. Oh, he done.
We're
He done
done.
cooking.
Yeah, we're done.
Probably ready to go and grub.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to go
Let's
look for
go.
a pie after this episode.
Oh,
I ain't get a pie earlier today. We both slept in a little bit.
Let's go.
But man, what's good? What are y'all thankful for, man? We here. We in the holiday. What do y'all think? One thing y'all are thankful for.
people I'm around today, man. Couldn't
Hmm?
be thankful more for that.
My guy.
Everybody I'm around today. That's what I'm thankful for.
Odds.
Thankful for the TTE.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Saying
Yup.
grateful
Family,
for the day.
man. Family. This
Grateful for the day.
family, that family, this all the man. Y'all watching this family. Odds for
Mm-hmm.
sure. But we gonna get it started. We gonna kick it off. We got a little bit of mix of everything. We got an NFL game going on right now. We're gonna talk a little bit of NBA because there's a team that's trying to help an NFL coach get fired by losing yesterday. We're gonna talk about
Yo.
that.
Oh, yeah.
we gonna kick it off with the opening segment, Pilot man. What's up?
All right, man. It's the Thanksgiving this or that, man. First one. Turkey or honey baked ham?
Ham.
Turkey.
Ooh, ham,
Ham. Ham.
Turkey.
I'm going.
honey
I'm
baked
going.
ham.
Ham. Ham.
I think I'm going honey baked ham too.
Ham.
No cap.
Honey.
What's
Honey
the
baked ham.
Deuce? What's the
Turkey.
reasoning behind your turkey?
Because ham is trash.
Oh, whoa. Damn. Jeez. Take it easy, man.
We don't rock with that one.
Oh, this man ain't holding back at all. He said ham is
Dang.
trash. What?
Heck,
He ain't
Oh,
even cracking a
God, man.
smile either. He holding
He's like,
cold with it. He said turkey.
what type of seasoning do you put on your turkey? That'd be good.
Man.
yeah. He said this
You like
ham be
it?
trash.
It
That's
is.
tough.
Damn.
Tastes like dirt.
Jeez.
Heck no.
Oh, God.
Damn.
All right.
You ain't getting no spam musubis when we go to Vegas.
No.
Uh,
Spam and
All
ham
right,
is
man.
different.
He said spam anything different.
That's true.
you right.
You're right.
Spam is mystery meat.
You ain't wrong.
All right,
All right, what up?
next one. Mac and cheese or stuffing?
Mac and
Mac
cheese.
and cheese.
Ooh.
Mac and cheese.
Easy. Mac and cheese.
I gotta go with
Extremely
the
easy.
stuffing,
Fry it.
man.
I think it's stuffing. No comp.
I gotta go with stuffing.
Mac and cheese.
Me and Polly talked about this yesterday during our Apex runs. We're lactose.
No. Not I.
I love mac and cheese, but man, that stuffing is different.
Mm-hmm. Put a little bit of gravy on that. Solid.
Yeah.
So you call it stuffing or dressing?
Hmm?
I
I
said you
think
call it stuffing.
stuffing and dressing is two different things, no?
Nah, it's the same thing.
They're made.
The only
It's the
difference,
same thing.
I'll put y'all on game real quick. Only difference between stuffing and dressing
Put us on game.
is literally what it says. Stuffing goes inside when you make the turkey. Like you put the dressing inside the turkey, and that's stuffing. Where when you cook it, the juices from the turkey go into the stuffing, right? Because it's inside the turkey, and if it's outside the turkey, then it's dressing. But it's literally the same thing.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. I
I
think
know that.
they both taste the same to me.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm I used to be a cook, so
Yeah.
like that's legitimately
Hey, Serena said,
that's
"Man, put some
legitimately the thing.
respect. Put some respect on my cornbread stuffing." That's what Serena said.
It's dressing. It's not inside the turkey.
It's inside the ham. That's
Right.
why.
Hell no, it's trash.
Stuffing the ham.
It's like,
Stuffed ham? What?
No, no.
That's tough. Next one. The mashed potatoes or mashed sweet potatoes?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Gotta get my stuff right.
I don't think sweet potatoes should be mashed.
I understand.
Mashed potatoes.
Sounds like baby food.
Facts. Facts. Don't mash the sweet potatoes. That is not it. Don't mash. Who is mashing sweet potatoes? If you're mashing sweet potatoes, please comment so I can kick you out of the chat. I'm not going to kick you out of the chat.
You know how long you gotta cook sweet potatoes to mash them.
He's a cook. He knows.
Mhm.
You know how long you gotta cook sweet potatoes to be able to mash them, John?
Ugh.
I don't know.
Pass.
All right. Biscuits or cornbread?
Ooh, cornbread. Cornbread all day.
I think it's cornbread. Easy.
Cornbread all day. If you picking biscuits, it's because you ain't never made good cornbread or ate good cornbread.
Facts.
Cornbread.
You ate the Denny's cornbread that tasted like cake.
Do you guys put anything on your cornbread?
Pretty much everything on the list that I said yeah to, once it hit my plate, it just mixes together.
Yeah.
It just mixes together.
When you go in for that first bite, it's like a little scoop of everything.
Yeah.
Throw that mug
I'll
in.
bite 3 after it mixes together.
Yup.
That's it.
Yeah, cornbread.
Gravy or cranberry sauce?
Gravy.
Cranberry sauce, the Michael F. parody.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Unless it's homemade cranberry dress, unless it's homemade sauce, which is really hard to do, then gravy.
I was gonna say I ain't never had a good cranberry sauce.
Yeah, I'm good.
I could probably only count on one hand how many cranberry sauces I've had. So
Always got it got the rings from the can on that.
yeah.
Use the spoon to get it out. Not even the front, not even like the scoop part, the back of it, the handle.
That man is not wrong.
Heck no.
That man is not wrong.
Oh, God.
He didn't open too many cranberry cans in his life.
Yeah.
Goddamn rings on that junk.
Oh, not the rings.
I think I was turned off from cranberry sauce when I used to feel like in cartoons, 4 people used to eat it. Have like in the movies, they used to make 4 people eat it. They used to eat it like it's a delicacy. I'm like, yeah, that's a tough life, bro. I was like, we've been broke and we've been through some things, but we ain't never not had macaroni and gravy.
Man. It's like I don't need to be poor watching a poor person on TV.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie or pecan pie? You guys say pecan or pecan?
Pecan. That's how
You
it's
say
spelled.
pecan?
I say pecan. I say
said
pecan.
pecan pie.
Pecan.
Definitely.
Tomato.
Oh man.
Pumpkin pie or
I don't know.
pecan
I'm
pie?
gonna go pumpkin because I don't like pecan pie.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying how do you pronounce? I don't like pie.
Marble pie.
He
There's
likes the
only
tres leches.
there's only one pie I like.
There's only one pie.
I gotta go with pumpkin pie, man.
Yeah, I
Pecan pie
gotta go with
just
pumpkin too.
But
it
if
tastes
I had to,
weird.
I'd choose
Yeah.
out of those two. If
All
I
right.
I'd choose pumpkin. We don't eat nuts here.
Only tres leches.
All right.
Like,
Last one. Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
huh?
Cyber
Black
Monday.
Friday or Cyber Monday?
Cyber
Cyber Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cyber Monday.
Because
You gotta do it.
what not a lot of people know is that Cyber Monday is transitioning everything that was new this last year into sale to get everything new for next year. So you can still get everything new. It's just gonna be last year's model.
Fine.
Full bang.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cyber Monday.
Yeah,
That's
definitely Cyber Monday.
I don't like people, so I ain't trying to be around people trying to shop.
Thanks.
I don't got time to be fine.
Yeah.
That's the real thing. Like waiting in line. Like everybody gonna be standing there looking stupid,
Yeah.
and then you stupid people be standing there too.
That's true.
All right, man. That concludes Thanksgiving. This or that, man.
This is that.
Cool. This or that. We'll be back at it
Oh.
next Tuesday for another intro for. We're gonna have a whole nother intro segment that we debuted on Tuesday. But
Yeah.
get into it, man. How did the Lions soil scoring from the 2?
No, they were on.
They
the
were on there too.
Oh, they were
They
on
were on
their
two.
own 2. Oh, okay. I thought y'all said they was on their 2. Chicago
Oh,
look like
okay.
they might go and get a field goal.
Oh, keeping up right now.
I got
Hey,
it.
this dude have this dude helmet. Have his helmet because he was about to pick. But
Hey, we got some hope. Those of us that picked the Bears this week, they just scored a field goal. We got a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
They should have just went. They should have just went for it on 4th and 8. No cap.
It'll be a
That's crazy.
design Justin Fields run.
watch.
Somebody made a joke and said the Bears and Lions game got flexed to the Big Ten Network.
That's tough. That's tough.
Don't do them like that, bro. Don't do them like that.
Why they do them like that on the
That's
holiday?
Okay, so we don't talk college very much at all. But Michigan Ohio State is this weekend. And growing up for me, because I told you the only reason why I like Ohio State is because like they just look like our high school stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like my cousin, when he played college, he used to always go Ohio State or Miami, the U. And you know, back then they had like Maurice Claret. So like I'd be like low key attached to this game of Michigan Ohio State. But y'all got any thoughts on that game?
Harbaugh ain't been able to beat Ohio State. I don't see that changing this time.
Yeah.
Michigan wins. Upset.
I don't know, man. After what Ohio State did to Michigan State?
Michigan wins by 10. No cap.
Damn.
Miami upset.
Huh?
Miami wins.
Miami wins with the upset.
I don't know, bro. Harbaugh has just struggled against Ohio State his whole college career as a coach. So I don't see that changing this time.
I think, and like just kind of picking up into some more college stuff, I seen 2 candidates for like the Penn State and the Michigan State coach resign with their school instead of taking the USC and the LSU job.
Damn.
Which was like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of telling because, I mean, when did Alabama really become Alabama? Because they wasn't Alabama when we was growing up. Like, I feel like I don't feel like they was. I feel like it was.
It was like SC.
Yeah, I feel like it was more Florida and Miami and USC,
Florida State, yeah.
Texas, stuff like that. And then like out of nowhere, Alabama just started dominating.
Well,
So,
LSU was kind of part of that mix too back then, and that's where Saban was.
Yeah. They don't.
The game is in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So Michigan, man, they gonna make it loud over there. They gonna make it loud for Ohio
We
State.
can hope.
It's a tickets as low as $281 for a college game. Ooh, yeesh.
They said Michigan has the longest wait
81.
for season ticket holders.
Good Lord, no.
Period. They said period. Some dude I used to work with said Michigan has the longest line to be a season ticket holder, and it's 20 years.
To be a season ticket holder?
Yeah, he said over anything, NBA, NFL. He said Michigan is a 20-year wait line to be a season ticket holder.
That
Good
boy
to see new players every year.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
I bet you
bro.
if they start sucking, that'll go down the drain real quick.
Even with this stuff last year, it's still a wait. Like that school's just locked in, bro. Like that's what they about.
Was that one of the main games y'all are going to be watching this week? Is that a Michigan State, or that Michigan?
That's one I'll
Michigan,
probably actually sit down and watch.
Yeah.
Number 2 and number 5.
You should be watching that game.
Who, me?
You should be watching. Yeah, you want one of those receivers from there.
You're right.
Olave and Garrett.
Olave been balling this year.
Olave and Garrett. One of them two should fall somewhere around one of the ranges that. So you, if I was you, I'd just be watching the receivers. Like let me look at them. You know what I'm saying?
I also don't trust the Eagles draft methodology because Devontae Smith is nice, but I'm still mad that we picked Jalen Reagor instead of CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson. Like,
yeah,
Jalen Reagor is catching punts for us, bro. What?
Yeah.
That's an important job. Don't overlook that.
Huh?
That's an important job. Don't overlook that.
You're right.
Look what happened to Devin Hester, man. You never know.
I remember being in the chat room.
Him is bold. That's bold.
I remember being in the chat room with Leslie that day. Jefferson was right there with the Eagles. He's like, "Ooh, you about to get Jefferson? You about to get Jefferson?" He was like, "Yes, we're about to get him." And they took Jalen Reagor, and he was like, "I hate me."
Think about it. Think about it. How mad do you get when someone muffs a punt?
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. Like,
it's over.
I mean, I get mad, but I'm not gonna put my first round draft pick back there to catch punts in his second year, third year.
Yeah.
Bruh.
That Jalen Reagor. I was like, bro, y'all got Justin Jefferson fell in your lap. I was like, oh God, bro. That was weird.
We took Jalen Reagor out of TCU. There ain't nobody seen this man play. He probably had one national televised game his whole career in college.
Yeah.
He had a winning record over there.
They really went out their way to say, you know what, we're gonna skip over this Justin Jefferson guy who plays at LSU for a national championship team. We're gonna go take Jalen Reagor, who no one can spell his last name right.
Yeah. So let's go on that. Who did your team draft that you was wrong on or was mad that they took? So I'll put myself on blast. I'll put myself on blast here.
You did. You did a little bit last episode.
Goose told me, bro, we want Luke Kuechly. And I was like, no, I want Maurice Claiborne. He was like, nah, bro, we want Luke. I was like, no, I want Claiborne. Claiborne got picked up, and then I don't know who the D tackle they had us rumored getting. So when we picked up Luke, I was mad. I didn't want Cam either. It's not that I didn't want Cam, I just wanted Patrick Peterson. I was like, yo, get Patrick Peterson. So I could have held us, because I was like, I'll get Andrew Luck next year. But nah, I'd have been mad if you'd have passed up on Luke. So I was tight about that one.
Luke, I was like, who is this guy? And then, who is this guy? I was like, I never heard of him. Boston College, never heard of him. When I looked at him, I did my research. I was like, oh, I get it. It was like, bro, like from Boston College. I was like, dog. He's like At the NCAA staff was like whole college, like everybody, like all the way up and down. I was like, yo, that dude. But
Yeah, Luke.
Dawson.
I think mine was I was wrong about Kenny Clark when we drafted him in 2016,
Yeah.
and I think Derrick Henry was like in the second round that year. We could have got him in the first round, and I was pretty mad about that. I think we had Eddie Lacy at the time, but he was going through his big man withdrawals.
Yeah.
He said his big man withdrawals.
It was crazy.
Oh.
Kenny Clark is an all-pro D tackle too, man. So ain't mad at him.
Hey, so I'll give y'all my my worst draft pick ever that I was right about was Marcus Smith. We drafted this man DN out of Louisville, 2000s like 2015, 2016. We drafted this man in the first round. It was like he's the second coming of Michael Strahan. This man. 3 years later, we cut this fool. He couldn't bench 3 plates.
Hell no.
What?
My guy was Jimmy Clausen. I thought we was gonna be nice with Jimmy Clausen. All right.
Oh.
We saw that coming.
I thought he was gonna be nice with Jimmy.
I was like, right? Like, be like a baby Brady, like just game manager, do something simple, not losing the game. Boy.
Dookie trash.
He was dookie trash.
That boy Jimmy had me looking stupid.
He said he was dookie trash.
Man, bro, I hated him. I just hated him through his whole college career. I just hated him. Like, I don't like this dude. I thought we was gonna be stuck with him for a while.
Swift just got hurt.
What?
Oh, God.
I'm not gonna lie, I was mad that we drafted Lesean McCoy. I think we drafted him second round where we had a chance to draft another running back in the first round. We drafted him like 50 something. I was like, bruh, he coming off a broken ankle in college. We drafting this dude. Like, what are we doing? He came out balled out.
That boy Shady.
McCoy.
Y'all got an NBA one?
Yeah. I was right
Damian
about
Jones.
Shit, who?
Damian Jones.
Damian Jones.
I was right.
He was a big man out of Vanderbilt, I believe.
I remember Damian Jones.
He played like 2 games for us, and we already gave up on him. Like, we gave up on him for 2 games.
Ain't he still floating around the league somewhere?
Yeah, he went to the Atlanta Hawks. He went to I forgot what other teams he went to, but I know he went to the Atlanta Hawks.
He played 2 games and we gave up.
I didn't like the Michael Kidd-Gilchrist or Adam Morrison.
That was the worst pick. The 2 worst picks ever in your franchise history.
Yeah, them 2 picks made me mad.
You remember Michael Kidd-Gilchrist shot?
Yeah, but
because I was 100% sure draft odds. It was like Anthony Davis or nobody. And when we got MKG second, I was like, come on, man.
Who was in that draft class? Who could have y'all taken?
It was a lot of people. That was Bill. That was like Damian Lillard. It was a lot of people in that draft class.
Oh, damn. And
we went with MKG. We got the one bad dude.
Yeah, that's what made me mad about them talking so smack about Lonzo's shot when they forgot about Michael Kidd-Gilchrist's shot.
Yeah. MKG was crazy, bro. I did not like that pick at all.
Ryan Kelly, y'all remember Ryan Kelly?
I remember the name.
That's that.
Yeah.
Yep, that one. Ryan Kelly. We took Ryan Kelly, I think, like in the first or early second round, thinking he was gonna be like this is our stretch forward. This is gonna be our backup for Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
This man, you know how they call AD street clothes? That was Ryan Kelly. He was street clothes. This man was in a suit damn near all the time. I thought he was part of the coaching staff after half the season.
Heck, dude, she said you have one.
Huh?
I thought you said you had one. Oh, they
Yeah,
say
I
who?
was right. I was right about him.
Ooh.
Who
You already know.
else? In
book, boy.
in book he trusts.
The book. That book nice.
They,
I think they're on. They're actually on
Nah.
like a. They're on like a 16-game win streak right now.
Nah,
The
but
Suns are.
Lions got the ball.
Swift punk ass better come back in the second half, bro. He only got me 5.4 points. He was. Man.
He low-key been messing up. He fumbled. So that's why he only got that one carries because he fumbled. So they're like, yeah, you need to sit down.
I mean, last week they gave him 35 carries because he was the only running back.
Jesus Christ. It's 1st and 30 right now. They're going backwards, not forward.
Oh,
good Lord.
He said 1st and 30. It's 2nd and 26 now. 2nd and 26. They got 4 yards.
Y'all got any expectations for that Raiders-Cowboys game?
Cowboys going to blow them out.
You said who?
Cowboys going to blow them out.
It's going to be it's one of those
1-for-1.
Like you know how they lost to the Broncos and then they came out the next week.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they're going to do the same thing.
Yeah, I think right now Dallas at home is just going to be almost untouchable.
They'll be without CeeDee Lamb. Actually, I think CeeDee's questionable, but
he's not. He's out.
Oh, he's out. The Raiders have the worst secondary in the league. One of the worst secondaries in the league. And Dallas is a heavy pass offense.
He says so.
I know you're the only one that picked the Raiders, but
nah. So okay. So let's do this on a short week. Remember, it's a short week. What coaching staff you think is going to be better prepared on a short week?
Dallas.
You
got a broken. You got a broken
Dallas
coaching staff over there in Las Vegas.
So let's run through it. So coaching staff, Dallas. Quarterbacks,
Dallas.
Running backs,
Dallas.
O-line,
Dallas.
Raiders.
D-line, probably the Raiders.
Linebackers,
Raiders.
Dallas.
And secondary,
Dallas.
Raiders.
Dude, you don't watch Raiders football?
I got
what? What?
I got about 20.
Bro, there's no way.
I just told you they have one of the worst secondaries in the league, and he said Raiders.
There's no way.
With conviction. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's no.
Sometimes I'm going I'm gonna be so mad, bro. It's gonna look so bad when we look at this. And Deuce comes back and be like, I told y'all Raiders by 20, and we're gonna look so bad.
He gonna come on Tuesday episode just to say, I told you so. Bye. Hey, but also understand this. This man has to make these picks in order not to be at the bottom.
Heck nah. You're not gonna on a short week at home, and I think Dallas is a really good home team right now. I'm not gonna go against them.
Mook took the Raiders too.
Day.
Yeah.
Mook took the Raiders too. Where's Mook at? We should get him on here and be like, what was you thinking?
Yeah. Who was it? So the Raiders just played KC. I mean, not the Raiders. I'm sorry. Dallas just played KC.
And they lost.
Dallas just played KC and they lost. They play Raiders now, and then they play somebody next week. That's kind of important. I can't remember who off the top of my head.
All I'm saying is the Raiders.
13.
New Orleans.
They picked New Orleans.
And
They
after
haven't
that,
won.
it's all divisional games with one against the
Yeah.
Cardinals. So 2 against the football team, 1 against the Giants, and the last game against the Eagles.
And they're already done with their bye week, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're in a bad spot. Like if you ask me now, Dallas is in a bad spot, bro. You get you're
Especially,
doing the opposite of a lot of teams. A lot of teams is getting healthy right now. You're getting hurt.
especially with the Las Raiders.
Especially with the Los Angeles Raiders.
Hey, word, word prophecy, boy. You gotta speak this thing into existence, boy.
hey, want to make a bet then? Y'all want to make a bet then?
Let's make a bet.
Make a
Let's make a
bet.
bet. Raiders win. Us 3 wear a Raiders shirt next show.
I'll give you a Raiders background.
Okay, Raiders back. Some things Raiders has to be. I would have to go out my way and go to a store and find like a $5 shirt. You know what I'm saying? I would have to go out my way to find like a $5
Hey,
shirt.
you know what? If the Raiders win, I will go out my way to find a Raiders shirt, buy one, and wear it on the
Dallas
episode.
wins. Deuce has to come on and with the Dallas shirt on. You go out your way, and you
And-
come over.
I can't do that.
And
I don't wear other jerseys.
even if you get a white tee and just draw a star on it.
Too close.
He said too close.
Can't do it.
And
Not
so
doing
No,
the
no.
He don't really believe. Hey, the Bears about to score. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10.
Yeah, they got a nice little bomb.
Sheesh. Hey,
Is there a reason
we might be okay.
I didn't see, but is there a reason Justin Fields ain't playing?
He's his
bench.
rib, his ribs. I think
He did get towed up last game.
I think it's his ribs. That
I didn't see no report. I just saw
It was the same thing that Andy Dalton went out for
Touchdown.
when he missed the first few games.
You know what I'm hoping? You know what I'm hoping happens? They keep Justin Fields on the bench for the rest of the season. They let Andy Dalton essentially do his whole
Jimmy Graham.
This is your audition for the rest of the season. You know we're gonna play Justin Fields for the rest of his career. This is your audition to show the other team that you still got it, and you can go possibly be a number 1 somewhere that people need a Band-Aid. So I'm hoping they keep Justin Fields on the bench.
Nah, bump that. That boy out of there.
I'm not gonna lie. I would do that as a GM, but as a owner, I don't think I can afford to. I got pissed off fans.
I mean,
Matt
Nagy getting fired. I think that fixes a lot of it. Is Matt Nagy getting fired? He ain't fired yet.
Every year with them, they're at the bottom of the division every year, so they're kind of mad anyways.
Yeah.
And we talked about it. As soon as Aaron Rodgers leaves this division, it's open.
Yeah,
it's open. And
the Lions are.
That's exactly what we were saying. Is the Lions are in a good position to step up into this division.
Mm-hmm.
But the Buffalo Saints game, no Kamara. I guess Simeon's still gonna run it, even though they signed Taysom Hill to that awkward deal.
That was a waste of money if they're not gonna play him.
Nice. I think they're trying to stay away from that guarantee that he gets if he hits a certain amount of snaps.
Yeah.
I think the Bills bounce back.
What if they don't?
Then they're out.
Because one thing
they're completely out.
Right, so
honestly,
let's give them the same treatment. In the Saints Bills matchup, coaching staff. Saints quarterback.
Bills.
Running back. Ingram's on Saints now.
I'm gonna say the Saints because the Bills don't know how to use their running backs.
Saints still.
They just refuse to run the ball.
Josh Allen is the running back. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Facts.
Receiving core.
Bills.
O-line.
Saints.
Even to me.
Yeah, it's pretty even. What's up, Snappy? Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for tapping in.
D-line.
Oh, I gotta go with the
Saints.
Saints. Them boys is different.
Saints.
Okay,
Say that again.
I feel like the O-line, D-line is more even than what we think.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
mine
It
is
is.
gone.
It's pretty even, but
Linebackers. Oh wait, go ahead. I didn't want to.
it's pretty even, but I just think there's more veteran presence on the Saints to where they have a little bit more of an impact. That Cam Jordan, that interior D, those two interior D linemen, I just think the Saints are a little bit better. They got the edge.
So then, hey, I picked the Bills, but when we do this, it makes me think again. You go to linebackers, and now I'm looking at Demario Davis on a short week against Josh Allen.
But they got Tremaine Edmonds on the other side, and that guy is a solid linebacker as well.
Yeah.
No, he is.
So the
And they had
only reason I took the Bills this week is because their playmaking ability. They're still Stefan Diggs. There's still Josh Allen, who I still believe can make some plays. There's just more playmaking on the Bills side than there is on the Saints side. The Saints have to play fundamental, perfect football to win.
I think this week it's going to be the Bills' defense more. Honestly, they're gonna what can you call it? Josh Allen's not gonna do as good as everybody thinks he would be, but yeah, defensively the Bills are gonna make a lot of plays. They might even get like 2 pick six on
Simeon.
Trevor Simeon. Yeah,
we got 2 last week.
Yeah, that gap between the QB play is going to be the difference for me. I just can't. I'm just not going to trust Simeon against that type of defense. So y'all got the linebacker battle.
That's pretty even, man, with
Bills.
Demario Davis and Edmonds.
I think I'm going to have to go Saints on linebackers.
I'm going to go Bills. Bills because they have Matt Milano, Tremaine Edmonds. What else they got? One other guy.
When they go into their nickel too, they don't take too many linebackers off the field either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then second,
and they're pretty quick too. So
I got the Bills because the Saints are in a position and they need to lose.
secondary, I think I could give it to the Saints.
Yeah, I can get after the Saints.
Yeah, I can. I think when I go to this game, because I feel like most of it's pretty even-ish, except for the quarterback receiving course. Yeah. And I think when you put them two together compared to the other side, you're like, yeah, I just got the Bills on this one.
Yeah. I mean, so the Eagles basically put the blueprint out there of how to beat the Saints. You run the ball, you pound it, you pound the rock. We all know that the damn Bills ain't gonna do that, and we also know that Sean Payton on the other side ain't gonna let that happen again. So it's like,
yeah,
what's gonna happen?
Yeah. That's gonna be an interesting matchup. I think we'll probably actually it'll be up. I won't be in detail watching that one.
I think the Saints this year they won a game, they lost a game, they won a game, they lost a game like every week. So they're up and down. They're up and down for sure.
It's gonna be one game that I've been heavily looking at for Sunday has been Tampa and Indianapolis. Like I keep looking at that game. I picked the Colts.
I did too.
I did too.
I picked the Colts because that momentum is crazy. But I've been looking at that game really heavy for the last couple of days since we talked about it on Tuesday, and I think that to me is one of the most interesting games this week.
I said when I look at that matchup, if Jonathan Taylor's gonna go over there and try to do what he does, it's gonna be very difficult when you have Devin White in that front seven over there.
Devin White, Vita Vea, APP.
Yeah. And then if the secondary's messed up, Tampa, they're hurt and all that. But then, you're going to pretty much make Wentz have to go against Brady. And Brady's throwing the ball like 40-plus times a game. So I think if you have to ask Wentz and Brady to do 40 to 30 passes, I'm going to give the nod to Brady.
I mean, Brady's been a little bit more careless with the ball as of late. You know what I'm saying? He's been
he
throwing a
has.
couple
He
picks.
has.
He's throwing picks back to back games.
Yeah, he
And
has.
that's what has me a little worried because he doesn't have his safety blanket in you know, in Gronkowski. He doesn't have AB. You know, it's I don't know. He has
Yeah.
Goodwin. He has hell's his name? Mike Evans. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Wentz is
It'll
gonna be
be a big.
without Pittman.
It'll be a big matchup because if the Colts do pull it out and the Titans lose, so that opens a lot back up, especially for them to win the division to get a home game.
Yeah.
So,
Who are the
yeah.
Titans playing? Titans have the
Pats.
Pats. Oh, they definitely losing that game. In Foxborough? It's probably gonna snow.
Yeah. I said them Pats played Thursday night, so they had extra time to prepare.
Hey man,
So,
y'all are playing in sunny Florida, so y'all better get the dub. I'm rooting
yeah,
for y'all. I picked y'all.
you better.
I also hope Tua throws 6
Better.
touchdowns on y'all head. I think Cam throws 7.
Yeah, they better win. They better win.
I
If
know
they
y'all
don't,
low key want Miami to win to fire Matt Rule, but
There's no way. I told y'all, there's no way he leaves now because the Cam move save got him another year no matter what. And so that's the problem with that is the Cam move got him a year no matter what. The response from the fans and just the first 2 games, his performance, it bought him another year no matter what. He could lose every other game and get blown out. And all he'll do is he'll be like, well, Sam was really legitimately our starter and he was hurt. We kept him out. So he's not going nowhere. The best bet for me is Joe Brady get the job somewhere else in college and we can get an NFL coordinator on offense. So,
any other NFL topics before we move on to the NBA real quick?
Just want to talk about how the Rams this year are 7-3, and last year they started 7-3. With golf, without golf, 7-3. What's your thoughts on that?
It's a very interesting 7-3 because it feels like they're 6-4, 5-5 for real, for real.
yeah.
That's what it feels like, just because expectation was so high. But coming off a bye week, man, I think they finished the year strong.
When I go look, they're starting to get too pass dependent now. Like I said, teams are just getting away from running the ball. Yeah, like he's doing I don't see them doing much running the ball, much play action or stuff like that. It's just sit back and let Stafford do his thing. And I think I'm saying you got to protect your quarterback sometimes from making their own mistakes. So run the football.
Yeah.
I don't think none of the teams who again some teams are built to start hot like they did. And as you start to see teams slow down because you're not running the ball, bro. Like you can't continue to do that for the entire year. So I still think they'll be there. I think if I have to look at all the teams that we predicted to be in the playoff picture, they would be a first round out compared to the other ones.
Damn.
I think, yeah. And it's just nothing against them. It's just if you're telling me that standings is right now, the Cardinals get a bye. So if the Cardinals get a bye, that means the Rams aren't playing a home game. It'll be a Green Bay home game. It'll be a Tampa Bay home game against whoever else. A Dallas home game. Again, if Arizona gets the bye, the Rams aren't playing at home, and they got to go on the road to one of them 3. And I don't think they could beat one of them 3 on the road.
Damn. They're number 5 right now in the playoff
True.
standings.
Yeah. They'll have their playoff spot, but I don't think they could go on the road where they're standing right now and expect to get a win on the road.
I think they'll beat the Cowboys if they have to play the Cowboys.
If they run that back, they might. But
I think they because Matt Stafford's never really been to the playoffs like that. He's gonna be playing with a big chip on his shoulder, and then Sean McVay's gonna be able to corral that energy and he'll probably play the best football that he's played in a long time.
See, I take that exact same thing, but I take it as the opposite. He just played in 2 big games and he's soiled. You know what I'm saying? And he bummed out. And so I don't trust him to step up out of nowhere for a guy who's had a great wide receiver for over a decade and still couldn't do nothing.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
here's the real question though. Do you put that on Matt Stafford or do you put that on Sean McVay? Because when your coordinator, when your offensive coordinator, play caller is putting the ball in your hands 40 plus times a game to throw the ball,
Yeah.
is that your fault or is that his fault?
It's a mix. It's a mix of both. It's a mix of. I think McVay trusts him. I think McVay trusts him a little too much, and Stafford has just made bad plays. You know what I'm saying? It's just a mix of both. I don't think it leans heavy on either or. I just think it's a mix of both. I mean, they could have won the Tennessee game, but Stafford threw 2 pick sixes right back to back. You know what I'm saying? And those were cleared Stafford messed up plays. So, like, they could have still had that game, and he soiled that one. So, I would expect. I can't expect because again they play Green Bay. I don't think you're going to beat Green Bay at home. You still got to play your division again one more time, and we talked about how that division is going to pretty much beat each other up, and you don't know exactly how you're going to make it to the end.
That's exactly what's happening too. San Francisco's clawing their way into the conversation.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
right. Damn, 2 shots might have been.
Green Bay.
Dallas walks into the playoffs as injured as they are now. Yeah, I think anybody could beat them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they'll be as injured and missing as many people in the playoffs as they are currently.
Yeah, CD's out with like a concussion. I think Zeke has something. He's still playing though.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper still ain't playing. I don't even know if he's
He'll
playing
be
this
back.
week.
He's not playing this week, but he should be back for the Saints.
Damn, I probably
That
should have took
follows
that.
it.
I probably should have took that into account before I picked the Cowboys, but I'm picking the Cowboys anyways.
Yeah. I think Dallas has enough to just do what they got to do at home.
Anything else I got NFL?
NFL wise, who is the other? Nah. Nothing else NFL wise. I think we're good.
Go Pack, go.
I got one thing.
Fly, Eagles,
Panthers
fly.
drool. Other teams drool.
What the heck? What the heck is this dude talking about, bro?
We beat you.
I don't know what yeah, bro.
I know we don't face you guys this year, but last year we beat you.
Did you beat us in the playoffs? Did you beat us in the playoffs? Oh, okay.
Like
Then.
years ago?
Pipe down.
Did you guys win the Super Bowl?
Ever in your existence.
You guys win the Super Bowl. You can beat us in the playoffs, but you guys still didn't win the Super Bowl.
That's tough.
Man, I swear, people just love living in the past.
All right, man, going into the NBA. Actually, we're really talking college ball before we get into the NBA. Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren. This man ain't even got an NBA body yet.
No.
This man.
They freaking dubbed the UCLA Bruins.
This man and Gonzaga, man. So I'm not gonna lie.
What the?
This was stupid.
You know what I'm talking about, Peter?
But they get their mans.
Yo.
Hey, y'all watch the movie Final Destination?
Oh yeah.
One dude's in the gym working out. And every time they said Bruins, they be like, F the Bruins, F the Bruins.
Oh, yeah.
And they got that bear.
And then, but one dude is like, what's a Bruin?
Yeah.
Ever since he was like, what's a Bruin? Hey, man, we started dying,
bro. Because it was like one of those like ad-lib that if you're not paying attention, you don't hear it. And like, because it's the screen is actually on air. It's not even like
dudes be hearing the weirdest things, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it was so funny.
What's a Bruin?
What's a Bruin?
What the F's a
I
bro?
was, I was
Freaking
dying
Deuce,
laughing,
dude.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie, Vita. When you brought up Chet Holmgren earlier in the season, man, I didn't believe it. I see this. I like you see high school highlights, and you're like, it's high
You know
school,
that?
man. Like you doing this against high school kids, like it is what it is.
Yeah.
Seeing this dude do it against other grown men in college, and he got the
Yeah.
Giannis body when Giannis came into the league. Just that
Yeah.
7'2". What?
Yeah. Him or Paolo, the Duke dude, would be number one, I think.
So that's
Oh
that's
man.
that's the question I actually had, man. Who y'all taking? If you're the number one pick, which is probably going to be like New Orleans, if we're looking at it, Detroit, Houston.
Rockets.
If you're any one of those teams, man, who are you taking number one? Paolo, Chet. Chet.
Boy, Chet.
Who Chet? I still remember we ran into that dude in the park.
This is stupid.
I think I'm a
We was in the park, dude. And then I
I'm
think this
a-
dude was on our team, but his name was Bullshit.
yeah, it was like Bouchet, something like that. Like, oh yeah, that was hilarious, bro.
Bullshit.
That's what I'm taking.
Man,
Deuce is taking Chet.
I don't know. Cause I'm looking at Chet too, and I'm like, I don't know if he's the type to physically grow, but again, his game's his game. It's not gonna change.
I think Paolo for me because his game looks more polished to me, honestly. And
And they
Catch,
both
that
coming
boy,
out.
yeah, that boy's a toothpick, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I
That's
think
the
Ingram
only thing
gonna
that
hurt
gets
him.
me with Chet is I'm like, I don't know if he's ever gonna get this dominant size. Cause he just feels like one of them weird anime kids who just stay that size forever. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
his game is good enough for like even if that doesn't happen, he'll be a good player. But like Paolo, you see his size. Like he's 6'10" too. So like I think I might have to go Paolo as we stand right now, man. Yeah, cause the Chet's dope, bro. I think one of them. But I do think whoever has the number one pick, somebody's gonna want Chet so bad they'll trade.
Yeah.
They'll take that risk.
I gotta go Paolo too, man. Because so if I'm looking at it, Chet reminds me of Alexei Pokusevsky. Y'all know Pokusevsky from OKC? He's also like 6'10", 6'11". Very, very similar game. He could put the rock down. He could, grab a board, block a shot, bring it down the court, pull up for a three.
Yeah.
Very, very similar. And Pokusevsky's, man, he's getting bodied.
Yeah.
Especially with the NBA starting to allow a little bit more physicality.
Yep.
It's I don't know. I think Chet will be good. I think he'll be a good role player, but I gotta go with Paolo, man. That man different.
Yeah, I really like Paolo, man. That's why I said now, like if I was New Orleans, I'd push off of Zion for that one pick and pick up one of them to restart, man.
Paolo would be a hell of a starting piece. And then you trade away Ingram and get some more draft capital?
Yeah, okay, Ingram get more capital and move on, bro. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Next thing I had was, what do y'all think about the Phoenix Suns 16-game win streak? 16-game win streak.
In book we trust.
I did this specifically for you, Deuce.
Huh?
I did this specifically for you.
14.
Oh, it's only 14? I thought it was 16.
14.
So what's their record right now?
Streak. They're 15-3.
I think they're like number two in the West.
15-3, and then the Warriors are 16-2.
14-game win streak.
I've seen their schedule. I mean, they haven't really played anyone that good.
There we go. There it is. I mean, played anyone that good. Oh, shut up.
Hey, man, that's what everybody was. That's what everybody was downing the Warriors about. They haven't played no comp, but we still winning.
They who was in front of them and they won.
Hey, we gotta talk about their last loss being to Sacramento, though. Their last loss was
they
to Sacramento.
Who they was in front of them and
What was the pace? What was the pace through 30 games for the record-breaking season of the 70 wins?
Let's
I
look.
think we went like 24-0 at one point.
What was it? Their 73-9 season?
Yeah, that's when we had Luke Walton in the beginning of the season.
Through
What remember what the pace like through like what they said 16-2, 15-3, or through like 25, 30 games? What was that pace? Was it only like 2 losses, 3 losses? Because I remember there was that 24, 25 game streak in there.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah.
So for it to be
so
done, you got to do 24, 25.
At the 30 game mark, they only had lost one game, and that was to Milwaukee. So they were 29-1. So they went on a 24 game win streak, lost to Milwaukee, and then won the next couple to get to 30.
Yeah, you got to do a 24, 25. Which now, if I'm the Jazz, I'm like, oh dang, there goes my number 1 seed that I be playing so tough for.
Mm-hmm.
Could we see 2 teams touch 70?
No.
Maybe 2 teams touch 65, 60.
I agree with that. I mean, we talked earlier in the season about it. I think a couple of us had the Warriors at 60 plus wins, like 55, 60.
Mm-hmm.
Especially getting back Clay. They don't even have Clay back. They don't even have James Wiseman back. What?
Yeah. I think Phoenix is playing the ball that we would expect them to play at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all healthy. So they're going to be balling right now. They're going to be balling.
Even on those handful of games without Ayton, man, Frank the Tank came in and balled out. JaVale McGee had a couple career games.
Yeah.
So I think they got some good pieces in the play. But
they do.
We'll see what that looks like throughout the season, man. Chris Paul is known to get hurt come playoff time. I don't think he's had one healthy playoff ever in his career.
I think they're gonna start toning his minutes down throughout the season. Light load management.
How many minutes?
Stuff.
How many minutes is he getting right now? Let's see. ESPN.
Chris Paul is playing.
Playing 31 minutes.
Yeah.
31.8 minutes right now.
31's cool.
As a career, he averages 34.
Yeah, I think 31's cool. I think he might. I can see.
Tough.
Who knows? I think 31's cool. I think he might have a stretch where he'll be doing like 28, take a couple more away. But yeah, it's keeping him healthy for obviously every team, but specifically Chris Paul.
All right. Another outlook I want to look at too is the East. I'm gonna put this up on the screen. Y'all got the stream up, but the East right now is starting to balance out, kind of how we thought it would. Washington's no longer number 1. We got Brooklyn, Miami, Chicago top 3. Milwaukee's fought their way up to the number 6 seed. They were number like 8 or 9 or 10 for a minute. Boston's starting to click. I think Atlanta fought their way up from 13, 14. They're in 9 right now. Philly's taking a huge dip, especially with Embiid out. But I think the East is starting to balance out, man. What do y'all think?
I think the picture is pretty much where it's at, probably where it will be at the end of the season. More than less. I could confidently say 8 out of the 10 people in that picture is probably about where they will be at when the season ends.
I'm starting to really think that New York misses the playoffs. Because those 3 teams below them, right? So this will be the play-in from 7 to 10. New York, Philly, Atlanta, Boston. And if they stay in that play-in, they don't want to play any one of those 3 teams for a play-in spot. I'm starting to think that they just missed the playoffs completely. And I think that was a little bit of what we talked about is Julius Randle got to be on an MVP caliber level in order for them just to make the bottom 6.
Yeah. Yeah. So we did when we did the East show and we did our Better Luck Next Time. Detroit and Orlando was on Better Luck Next Time. So they're at where they should be at. Better Luck Next Time. You have no playoff hopes this year. Do what you got to do to develop and do your thing. The Pacers are, I don't know how bought they are into that team as a franchise,
Mhm.
because you could look at moving Sabonis and Turner if you would like, you know what, let's push off. But again, it wouldn't shock me to see them get into the play-in also.
Karis LeVert has been back for a handful of games now.
Yeah. So
What about
yeah,
Chicago?
I think.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
What
Nah, I'm
was
just
the
saying.
what was the question?
Just looking at the East, kind of how it's balancing out. What do you think about it so far? Is this what we expected? Is this what you expected? Is this what it should look like?
Yeah, this is what I expected. Except for Washington, I think they're going to be down even lower than what they are. I think they're going to be like the 10 seed, 9 seed at the end of the season. I think the Hornets could keep their fifth spot. I think Milwaukee moves up to maybe 2 or 3. Because
We got
Milwaukee,
tomorrow night. We got Chicago
yeah,
tomorrow night, I think.
yeah, and then Milwaukee, they're getting healthy now. They're getting their players back, and they're on a low win streak right now. I think they're gonna get it done.
Charlotte, Chicago. Bobby Portis has been huge
got,
for Milwaukee too.
Yeah, we got. I think it's tomorrow night that we got Chicago.
That's gonna be a fun matchup to watch in Chicago.
Yeah, I'll be watching the hell out of that game. For real.
Boy said watching the hell out of that game.
Yeah.
No, you guys got Minnesota tomorrow.
Got Minnesota. Oh yeah, I forgot we got them, and then it's Monday.
Yeah, it's on Monday, the 29th.
Monday. I forgot we got Minnesota in them.
All right, here's the question. So, I was watching this other podcast with Kevin Garnett. They asked Kevin Garnett who his starting 5 was. Very interesting answer.
Oh yeah.
Very, 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 very interesting answer, bro. He had Magic at 1, Kobe at 2, brought Mike off the bench. At the 3, who do you have at 3? KD. Bron ain't even in his starting 5.
No.
Yeah, KD at 3.
No, I think 3. Oh yeah. KD at 3.
Yeah, KD at 3. He was playing the 4. Oh no.
4. Yeah, he was playing the 4.
He was playing the 4 and Wilt at the 5.
Yeah.
Like, no Bron, no MJ.
He said he chose dogs. Like, dogs.
Yeah, he says he chose dogs. And I know we asked a similar question earlier in the season as far as, like, your favorite players. But if y'all had to build a dog team, like a dog team, who would your starting 5 be?
Very easy. Go ahead, dudes.
I said AI's at point. I'll probably put Kobe at 2.
AI at point.
And then Shaq's at 5. Like Magic Shaq. Like Shaq.
Ooh, Magic Shaq.
Not Boston Shaq. Like
agile, mobile.
Like Magic Shaq. Like big backboards. Like they just hold them. And then I don't know 3 and 4, but hey,
with those 3, I'll run with it. You got a young Shaq, Kobe, AI.
Like, I don't know the positions that well. You know me. I mean,
hey,
I'm a booker.
Just put some dogs there. It don't even matter position. It's a positionless basketball now. KG at the 4.
And then I don't know who would be at the 3, but somebody would be there.
Oh, Book there. Book you trust.
Bet.
Kobe and Book.
Hey.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Who's next? It look like Vita's still thinking, so we'll go to Polly.
Yeah, go ahead, Paula.
I got it. So Splash Brothers 1, 2, you know.
All right, so look, we said some dogs, and he gonna bring some puppies.
Yeah.
He gonna bring some kitty
Hey
cats
man,
out here.
dogs. There's some dogs.
We said some dogs, not some kitty cats, man.
Back to back everything.
I hope
Dogs
the next
with
one
capital
I don't want to hear it.
WG.
I don't want to hear it.
Not,
He
I don't
brought
wanna hear it.
he brought some
Chihuahuas.
chihuahuas to the park.
Chihuahua.
I don't want to hear it.
that boy Steph was like, Bron, why'd you block that? Shut up.
Hell no.
All right,
He said, "Let me-
this your five. This your five. Stephen Clay.
My 5.
You're fine.
Stephen Clay. Bron at 3. 4, I got KD.
Whoa.
And then the 5 I got Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh. Steph ain't even your point. Is LeBron. That's tough.
He said a dog.
Yeah, we scoring regardless, so we
It's a bucket. It's a bucket.
They're gonna be at 50 talking shit.
Bucket.
team's a bucket.
You still thinking, Vita? You still thinking?
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right, man. I'll go. My 1, I gotta go with Magic Penny Hardaway. Magic Penny. I gotta go with 6'8", 6'9" Magic Penny. My 2, Kobe, obviously. That is what it is. My 3, if we talking dogs, I want Scottie Pippen. Give me Scottie Pippen. He'll punch you in your face. That man believes he's better than Michael Jordan today. He believes he was the vital piece, which he was. 4. And we might not gonna win a lot of games, but man, we're gonna beat some people up. Give me Charles Oakley, bro.
Charles Oakley.
Give me Charles Oakley. I want Oak Dog on the squad. And my 5, Ben Wallace.
Sheesh.
We fighting everybody. We fighting Penny, Kobe, Scottie Pippen, Oak, and Ben Wallace. Switching everything.
Cool. So my 1 is tough. So let me come back to my 1 to start. At the 2, I'm going just dogs. You ain't gonna. It's all smoke. I want Tony Allen.
Ooh, yes, sir.
I want Tony Allen at the 2. At the 3, I want T-Mac.
Sleepy-eyed
Tony
assassin.
Allen. Yeah, Tony Allen, T-Mac. At the 4, shoot, man, I just had him. At the 4, I want Zach Randolph.
Ooh, Zebo.
Yeah. At the 5, I want Ben. And man, if I really had to put somebody at the point, and I don't want we're gonna be ready to bang. You know what? I ain't going Isaiah Thomas. Don't put Isaiah Thomas on that team, bro.
Yo, Zeke.
Don't put Isaiah Thomas. And if I had to switch it up, just I would put T-Mac at the 2, so it'd be Isaiah, T-Mac, Allen. He could be my first man off the pitch. Isaiah, T-Mac, Larry Bird, Zebo, Ben Wallace.
Damn, dogs.
We ready to fight, bro. We ready to fight. We're ready to fight. Ready to fight. I got 2 people who's gonna score. And yeah, that's who I'm taking.
Yeah, only Kobe scoring on my team. Everybody else just hitting hard screens, throwing elbows.
Ready to fight.
Sheesh.
But let me. So KG's lineup isn't bad to me.
It's
not.
It's interesting.
I don't understand. It's not interesting to me because if we go back and forth in the argument between Kobe and MJ, you only need one of them.
Yeah,
you don't need both.
1A, 1B, easy.
Yeah, you only need one. You don't need both of them. If you got Magic, who's 1 through 5 on both sides of the court, prolific passer that he is, that's cool. I don't need him to be the extreme shooter if KD's my 3 and if KG's my 4. I don't need them to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that. So if I got Kobe and KD and KG, like, where do I put LeBron in this lineup? I wouldn't need him in that lineup. I'd be just fine. without him.
That's facts. Because I mean, Magic is more comparable to LeBron than MJ is. We always talk
That's
about
what I'm
that.
saying. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, if I have Kobe, and I would say, if you ask me who do I want to take, Kobe over LeBron, I'm going to take Kobe over LeBron every single time. First player, second player, I'm going to take Kobe every single time. So I don't feel like it's always the easy answer to be like Kobe, MJ, LeBron, all on the same team. And then what's the first response we're going to hear? Who's going to space the floor? Who's going to take the last
Yep.
shot? I ain't got to
Yep.
worry about that no more.
Yep.
I'm building the best team. I'm just not putting the 5 best players on the team. And so if I got Kobe and KD and KG, like 1 and 5 become extremely expendable.
Who's the other 5 coming off the bench for you guys?
Oh, we talking off the bench? Dogs?
Yeah, off the bench. Yeah, you guys same thing.
I'll go. My one is Stephon Marbury, the bench.
East.
Give me Starberry. My 2. Damn. Oh, I want Jay Rich. Warriors Jay Rich. 3. Give me Grant Hill before the injury. Number 4. I'm going with a weird ass team. Arvydas Sabonis. I want Sabonis at my 4. And my 5 is gonna be and give me Hakeem at the 5 off the bench.
Okay.
That's a weird off the bench 5, but I'm rolling with it.
All right, mine will be Russell Westbrook.
Oh, dog.
Kobe Bryant.
Wait a minute. Kobe's off the bench behind Clay?
Yeah, man.
How do I kick this man off the call? Hold on.
Hey,
How do I kick him off the call?
Kick him. Are you saying you're breaking up?
It's mine.
Oh, you're right.
It's mine. You do you. I do me.
you got it.
Yeah, it's my turn. Yeah.
You got it.
All right. It's my turn, guys.
My turn.
It's my turn.
you got it.
Okay, at my 3, I got Carmelo.
Oh, dog.
4, I got Rasheed Wallace.
Ooh.
And 5, I got Shaq.
Sheed. You got Sheed and Shaq on the same team? That's tough. You want to answer this, Deuce?
I would say for 1, I'll probably go with Steve Nash.
Yeesh.
Facilitator.
And then 2, I don't know if it'll make sense, but white chocolate.
Damn. He
gonna be an entertaining team.
He was always ready to throw hands. You're gonna get some hell of a passes from your 1 and 2.
And then
That's an
3,
entertaining team already.
3, I probably will go Carmelo. 4, I'll probably go Bird, and then 5, I'll probably go.
Who's your 5?
Hakeem.
Damn, that's buckets. Your 3 to 5 gonna get buckets. Nash and Jay Will gonna have hella assists. RV
Still doing the bench for the dogs.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I think, like that'd be one of those things. Is like they just outrunning folks. Like they just like ankles is like hey, it's over. Like
all right. So if I had to put a bench together for this, same mentality. Baron Davis.
Big
won. Bruce Bowen.
Ooh, Bruce Bowen.
I get another enforcer, so I'm gonna get James Johnson. I take Hakeem also, and then my last guy would be Vince Carter.
You said Yao Ming?
I said Hakeem.
Hey, all right. So let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. A lot of people are gonna look at these lineups and be like, "What are they talking about?" What I really like about how we all built our teams is we have clear role players on the squad. Like this Hupala got Sheed at the 4 off the bench. Rasheed Wallace,
Yeah.
James Johnson. Like that's how you know if you asking the casual fan this question, they're gonna give you all-star players 1 through 5 off the bench. 1 through 5, you're gonna have all-star players again.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
You should put a list on like Facebook. Put a poll whose team was better.
Yeah. We'll get that together.
Oh,
We'll
say
get
less.
that one together. Not gonna lie, y'all roasted it quick enough. But when Paula said the Splash Brothers was the start of his team with dogs, I thought about Prince and them and Dave Chappelle skit coming out. coming out. Water.
Wow.
Let it
Oh.
rain. Shoot the J. Shoot the J. All right. So LeBron last night snaps off. They go to overtime. I thought the game was over. I didn't know it went to overtime. And then he gets the lady kicked out, right? Which, for me, I'm glad he did that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So we always speak about fairness. If you're not gonna fight on the court, don't do the barking. The same has to go in effect with the fans. So this is the thing when I talked to y'all about earlier. I said, hey, why can't the NBA adapt the hockey rules and just let people fight? If you go back to Russ's last year in OKC, the MVP year, where the fan runs up on the court and gets in his face when the game is over with. So you think of instances like that, and then you think of instances like how Isaiah Thomas had to walk into the stands and tell the fan, I'm a man just like you. I'm a man just like you. Fans should not go to a game just to be sitting there and harassing any type of player of any point in time.
Yeah.
Period. So
Facts.
you as a fan should be as accountable as we hold players to enjoy watching a game. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as we love basketball, at the end of the day, just basketball. You know what I'm saying? You should not be going to the game, and I hope that that becomes an example for just people just to be like, even though it's not the NBA, and I'm glad that he did that. People can't be going to any type of place just thinking they could talk to anybody because they're untouchable and so forth. Like that's stuff that has to stop. So I wanted to get y'all thoughts on that about that LeBron interaction and that lady getting kicked out.
Oh man,
Let them fight.
I love it, man. Like you said, like I wish that would happen a lot more often, right? Obviously, something real nasty had to have been said for LeBron to go out of his way and be like, "Yo, they gotta go, man." Like this man been playing in the league 19 years and he ain't done nothing like that ever. I mean, maybe the Atlanta game, but that lady made that super obvious. But
Yeah.
I said this before, man. I think you almost gotta move back these courtside seats because I mean it's also a risk for injury, right? Fortunately, nobody's ever been injured with those courtside seats, but I think you got to move it back like 5-10 feet. You just got to give them a little bit more space to be able to feel comfortable playing the game. Like the end of the day, like you said, we're watching this to be entertained. We enjoy basketball; it's entertaining. So when you go to an actual game physically, and you're there, and you start to hear some of the things that are said, it's like, and you're almost taking away the joy, not just from me, but think about the dudes that are out there playing.
Yeah.
Like, you're just taking away
They
that
said
joy.
somebody, and I don't know how true it is, but somebody said that that couple was told a couple of times to stop and that they kept talking about Bronny and said something about they hoped just saying unruly things about his kids. Things that shouldn't be said in any way about somebody and their kids. So again, if what he said is true, I don't understand how they even got to that point.
Thanks.
So
What about you, Paulo?
that
Deuce?
I was glad they kicked him out. They're there to watch the game, man, just to be entertained like us. I think that's a waste of money just to get kicked out. I wouldn't waste that much money. You got courtside seats, so I mean, just watch the game. I mean, saying like, you suck. all right, man. He's the opposing player, but don't get all personal with all that crap, man. That's weird. That shit is weird to me.
Yeah.
That's hella weird.
So that's all. That's all I gotta say with that.
Yeah.
They let them fight, and if it's a box them up.
Juice is just violent. There's no other way around it. Juice is violent.
You don't want peace.
There's a reason
You
he's
want
Mr.
war.
10 Toes, man.
There is no peace, only war. Let them box.
We're gonna have to have a buddy system. We're gonna have to have a buddy system in Vegas, man.
Yeah, they
We're gonna be in a buddy system.
that stuff is out of pockets, man.
I'm just gonna be in the B meet. It's safe.
That if we're gonna hold NBA players accountable for safety, you gotta hold fans just as accountable for safety and so forth, and be done with it. So
Let them box.
Yeah.
Let them bop.
That'll be it for me.
That's pretty much it as far as the Thanksgiving episode, man. Any closing thoughts from y'all?
I have one completely away from sports.
Do it.
Completely away from sports. The Rittenhouse verdict. And the Ahmaud Arbery verdict. Both, according Rittenhouse not guilty, the cops pronounced guilty, right? For killing him. I said last night, I was low-key kind of throwing the shots at a couple people when I said this. I seen a handful of people celebrate when Rittenhouse got off, right? Not guilty. Justice is served. I didn't see them same people saying justice is served when them cops got called guilty.
Well, they weren't cops. They were just civilians. They was
Yeah. I seen cops. Yeah, I didn't see the same people screaming justice is served then. And I had
the cops were for Tamir Rice. They all got convicted as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think the dad for the one that got convicted for the Arbery case was a former cop. So yeah, so
for me, I think that the Rittenhouse case is like that one's kind of sketchy because if you get into like statute of limitations and things like that, like if you are already committing or breaking a law, you can't really be like redeemed from that because he shouldn't have had the weapon in the first place. But I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know why that wasn't really like the key point. Is like he shouldn't have had that in the first place, so he was already committing the law. So there is no grounds for self-defense because he was already committing a felony.
Yeah.
Like, because of that, like that case should have been a little bit more methodical. But hey, the judge did what he did, and it's one of the touchy things. Is like, yo, for me as a person of color, it was white on white. So whatever justice system handled that. For the Ahmaud Arbery, I feel like that was complete just conviction of all three of them because they all did the same thing. Like they were accomplices of the murder of that man because they said that he was stealing. They even have him on video not stealing. He was just looking. That's just one of those cases of just someone trying to be a vigilante or thinking that they're higher than the law and trying to do something that they shouldn't be doing. So I think that both cases, I'll stand by just because I'm not the one making the choice. I wasn't on the jury. So like you can't be like, oh man, they made the wrong call. Well, when you're sitting there actually talking to the people, like they all ended up agreeing, right? So that's 12 people agreeing that they were either guilty or not guilty. So it's hard enough to persuade one person to think your same way, and if you can get everybody, all 12 people to think the same way, then kudos to you as a lawyer. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I think about it. But I feel like because I was looking to the Kyle Rittenhouse case and like that, the whole self-defense allegation and stuff like that, saying like, oh, he has self-defense, that kind of null and voids if he's already doing something illegal.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was only 17 at the time, and his mom drove him up there, knowing
yeah,
what he was gonna do. So I don't know why it didn't like get like all that get brought up, and
exactly.
I think the mom should even go get some charges for even driving him up there at
Yeah.
17 with an AR-15.
Like,
Yeah.
why
Like
do you
what?
Yeah.
why are you putting a 17-year-old in that position?
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah,
I almost got to look at them both in I got to look at them both in perspective, right? Like the Kyle Rittenhouse case, for instance, that's like me driving around, expired plates, no license, and I get into an accident. I shouldn't be on the road as it is, but I'm
Exactly.
over here getting into an accident, and if it is their fault, I shouldn't be on the road in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's just a comparison. But for me, I look at
Yeah.
that like kind of what Vita said. It's very telling about the people that you have around you, right? Because I'm just getting back on Facebook, and I'm looking and I'm scrolling through, obviously through the Ahmaud Arbery case. The people I expected to celebrate and say justice said justice, right? But then,
Yeah.
not too long later, we have this Rittenhouse case go up, and the people I would never expect to ever say anything about anything like this were screaming out justice. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, and I was just like, well, damn, was it not justice not too long ago when you were still following this other case of
Yeah.
another man that just happened to involve an African American male?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you, yelling or screaming justice, even for the Tamir Rice case. Like I didn't hear you saying anything
Yeah.
about that. But then you
That
look at
and
this situation, Kyle Rittenhouse, white on white situation. That is what it is. I don't think we talk about that enough as we do with black on black crime or color on color.
yeah.
I had people clapping their hands that I ain't never seen, that I ain't never expected ever in my life to celebrate as much as they were as openly on
Yeah.
social media. And to me, that was
Yeah.
yeah,
very, very telling of the people that I had around me. It was just like
If I
like
can
damn.
if I can interject on that too, like a lot of people like try to justify Kyle, saying like, oh, the people who he shot were like felons, pedophiles, stuff like that. Kyle didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right, right. It's not like he went there with
He didn't
research done
for those
Yeah.
three.
for those
You know,
people.
like
Yeah.
like people trying to it's a straw man argument saying, oh, well, they were bad people anyway. It's like, no, like you can't do that. Like
Yeah. And
he didn't do
that's
that.
yeah.
At,
So once things for me hit the court, like it is what it is, because I ain't got no say so in it.
Facts.
So I begin to put my eyes on the people who are around me, who I do know in life, and I
yeah,
begin to see who's cheering for what. You know what I'm saying? Like you said,
how
and that was a
hard
perfect example. If I have an expired license and tags and I get into an accident, I'm not supposed to be there in the first place. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So that for me specifically with Kyle's case was you weren't supposed to be there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And if you were where you were supposed to be, this wouldn't have never happened. Ahmad's case, I was like, I wasn't even hopeful that they was gonna get, the verdict was gonna be what it was. In Kyle's case, I knew the verdict was gonna be what it was. Like, so I just tuned out other because he's not gonna get nothing. He's not gonna get nothing. Again, if you know somebody's wrong, you don't take that long to tell they're wrong. Just throw them away.
Yeah.
Like you 100% throw them away. They don't get a chance. You don't give them a chance. If justice is justice and you want justice to be served 24/7, you have to celebrate every case where justice is served. You cannot pick and choose your celebration, or like it's like being at a basketball game and you're cheering for every bucket being made. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on,
Yeah.
my dude? Like, what side are you on? Like kind of be clear. And I've had so many, like, again, you have so many people who fight for this. You be like, again, it becomes very telling, and so it kind of put me in a mindset of like 20 years from now when I look down the line and I start to see how people have to look back and be like, well, they let this guy go. This is going to be a very, very hilarious time in history how we handle justice as a whole and as a society when they look back and be like, well, look what they did. If that's what they consider justice, then like, are we really setting a precedent for what the word justice looks like and what it actually means? And as a whole, like, I've had people So the Derek Carr, Henry Ruggs situation, right?
Mhm.
Just because I've seen a lot of people, including myself, share Derek Carr say, I'm still going to stand by him and love him as a brother. People took that as being, you don't think what he did was wrong? Like,
Yep.
no,
Yeah.
my guy, you took your L. You're going to take your consequence, but you're not going to be isolated. You got to
Yeah.
handle that, but I'm not going to leave you alone to make you feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're already going to live with that time. I'm like, what you did was wrong,
You're
but
gonna
it
live.
doesn't mean you should be deserted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's where people get it so twisted is that, like, because I love somebody that did something wrong doesn't mean I support what they did wrong. It just
Yeah.
means
Yeah.
it just means that person that did whatever wrong they did, they gotta live with that. Like, that's on your mind,
Yep.
that's on your mental. I'm not gonna love
Yeah.
you any less for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still know you as a person. Again, making it clear I don't agree with what you did. It's messed up.
Yeah.
But I'm not the judge and the jury.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
your support system to make sure that you know after your bad decision, everything after that is all just like it's repentance for you. Like you're trying to make
Yeah.
it back if you want to make it there. And if you want to make it there, I'm gonna be here for you to help you through that.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with
Yeah.
that.
But yeah,
I'm
man,
good with that.
those cases, man, biggest thing, the word that stands out to me is just prejudice, right? Breaking down the
Yeah.
core of what that word is, right? Prejudging. It was all prejudged when it went into it, right? Like you walk into the courtroom, it is what it is. Again, we don't have control of those situations, but in my opinion, when you walk into the courtroom with a certain skin tone and depending on the situation that happens, you're already prejudged, regardless of the judge, regardless of the jury. You're prejudged, man.
Yeah.
It's just a more of an uphill battle. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, man,
Absolutely.
I love the final thoughts for sure.
Good talk, y'all.
Thanksgiving
We'll be back
episode, man. Appreciate y'all.
be back on Tuesday.
Yep, be back on Tuesday for a week 12 recap.
Yep.
Week 12.
12 recap.
Week 12 recap. Today's episode is episode 24. 6 more episodes until we get a nice suggested beer from our connoisseur, Vale.
Yes, sir.
I know Deuce is up on his beers too, so I might have to go double dip on that and get a suggestion from him too.
Nah, Deuce wants to send the Stogies. That's what he wants to do.
Oh, the
Deuce wants to
Stogies.
send, yeah.
Hoagies.
Deuce wants to send the Stogies.
We gonna save that. We gonna save that for Cream City.
I smoke my stogie wherever I want.
Cream City, we all gonna have stogies, man.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
But all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all
All right, y'all,
tapping
we
in.
outta here.
Happy holidays. Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yo.
sir.